Welcome to a special Bitcoin analysis video. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin analysis that I did in my weekend video. Then we're going to take a look at what Bitcoin did for today. Before I continue, I'd like to ask you to take a moment to click the thumbs up to help me promote and share this video on YouTube. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe. Thank you for your support. Now let's go check out the Bitcoin analysis from my weekend video. All right, let's look at Bitcoin here. I got the weekly chart here on Bitcoin. As you can see, it definitely went parabolic. You see how massive move it was last week. The swing was like went down 4,428 points, and it went up over 9,000 points. So that is a huge swing for 1 week. That's a close to $15,000 swing in 1 week. I mean, that is massive, right? And it made a high of 41,969, and just $31 short of 42,000. And right now it is trading at 40,452. So it is still continuing to move. And here I got some projection here of some of the target to keep an eye on the upside and on the downside. And like I said, when things get into a new high territory, there are no prior levels for us to use as potential target and use that as a potential resistance. So what I did is essentially I put a Fibonacci retracement and look at the extension based on this particular swing here. And you can see that it exceeded the 100%, essentially, retrace this distance here from the top of this move, and it exceeded the 36,566. And right now, the next extension level is the 2414, and that projects it up to somewhere around 43,470. So somewhere close to 44,000 level, and that would be the next upside target that I'd be keeping an eye on if Bitcoin continue to move up. And if it decide to retrace back down, and let's say it does move up to that up to that 43,000, 44,000 level, then it pulls back, then I'd be looking for a retracement of somewhere around this 38.2 on the Fibonacci retracement level, and that will bring it down to somewhere around 28,412. And if it moves, pull back 50%, then it'd be somewhere around 23,751. So on the downside, I'd be watching for the possibility of moving back down to the 29,000 to 28,000 level, and also the 23,000 or the 24,000 level if it pulls back 50%, approximately 50% from its high. So definitely, you could say it went parabolic, and you could call that as a bubble or whatever you want to call it, but definitely it went parabolic. I wouldn't be chasing it because the risk is just too high to initiate any long position to chase after this move. And if someone decides to head out the door and start taking profit, then they're going to be a mad rush out the door, and this thing could drop $10,000 in a moment, in a blink of an eye, and it wouldn't surprise me. So right now, I basically just rather stand on the sideline and wait for a pullback and let this dust settle when it does pull back, and see what sort of price opportunity it presents itself on the upside. I definitely would not initiate any new position on the long side or even go short on it. I would not. I just would be just a spectator instead of a speculator on Bitcoin right now. And so for the near term, on a swing basis, I basically looking for this thing continue to move up. If it decide to move to upward, like I said, at this 2.414, somewhere near the 43,470 area. Now, if it pulls back, then the short term, I'd be looking somewhere down at this 36,000 area for a little bit of a pullback, then see if it will be able to hold that support and get a bounce off of that level and then continue to resume up. So that's basically what I'd be watching on the short term. Here's a tweet that I tweeted out on my Twitter account this morning. and basically saying that if Bitcoin could not stay above this 33,000 level, then I'm looking for it to come down to somewhere around this 27,000, 28,000 area. Essentially, this 382 retracement from the Fibonacci retracement that I described in my weekend video. And looking at this chart here, this 4-hour chart on Bitcoin, you see that Bitcoin came down and tested this level, 33,000 level a couple of times. And it moved down here and got close to the 30,000 area down here. Booked the trend line, and now it's came back up above the trend line and trying to get back above the 35,000 area. So we're going to keep an eye on this area between 33,000 and 35,000. And if it could get back to the 35,000 area, then essentially the next level that we're going to be watching will be this particular level here, somewhere around the 36,500. If we see this thing break down below 33,000 once again, then there's a high probability that we could see it coming down to the 27,000, 28,000 level. So that is a quick review of the Bitcoin and also the analysis that I made on my weekend video. And be sure to click that thumbs up to help me promote and share this video on YouTube. Thank you for watching and stay safe.